Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. So sorry I'm late, but the smokester needed to go potty. So he went out, he came in, and then Skylar got straight up out of bed and wanted to go out. So my apologies. Oh, let's see who's in the chat. Today is a good day, y'all. I'm feeling a lot better. This morning I got up and I had an email from Google and they let me back in my account, and it said that they actually took that two-step authentication off of my account. Thank goodness. I was worried to death. Hurricane Holly, good morning. Lisa 54, Melanie Christina, Colleen. Good morning. Let me scroll here. Miss Jones, I just sent you an email and a link to my Twitter. Hey, Sapphire, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Charlie Girl says. Lucy, good morning. It is Stacy, Never Lose Hope. Good morning, everyone. So glad you're back in. Me too, Charlie Girl says. I was really upset because I'm not that great at true crime. I get all bumfuzzled, can't pronounce stuff, but I have worked really hard on my channel the last 2.5, 3 years, however long I've been doing it. And I was really upset thinking that all that work had went down the drain, plus all the time I had put in to this channel. But I got my password wrote down, and that is never going to happen again, for real. Also, before I get started, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that supports me. You guys are the best. I know y'all care about me, and I care about y'all too. Also, thank you to everyone that left me supportive comments yesterday. There was a lady, I think her name, Kate Baker. Shout out to her. She left me a comment that really made my morning. I was feeling like I overshared yesterday, and she left me a sweet comment, said that I had helped her over the months. She had been going through some things, so shout out to her. Empirical Evidence Pro, hello. Hey, how are you? Anyhow, I've got a lot to talk about this morning. We do. We're going to start off with Bert Reynolds. I saw something this morning. Now, everybody knows Bert Reynolds. He played in Smokey and the Bandit. Do y'all know he's been dead 2 years, and they have just now laid him to rest. They buried him yesterday. Let me get my Bert Reynolds notes here. Yeah, they buried him Thursday. He died September 6th, 2018. And he was buried at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Now, I looked up and tried to find out why it took 2 years for this man to be buried. And it said the reason is not clear. Nobody knows why. All we know is that his niece was over his estate. And that he was just now buried. Now, after he died, they had a little memorial service for him, but he was not actually put in the ground. So I have a question. Where the hell has his body been for 2 years? In a morgue? In the freezer? Cooler, whatever you call it? I hate to think about that, y'all. I hate to think that that man was laying in a morgue, one of those freezers, coolers, for 2 freaking years. Now, what in the hell is the reason for that? I don't know, but I'm going to keep an eye on it and see if I can find out. Probably on ice. I know, yeah. I don't know what those things are called. You know, those little drawers they put you in. It's like a freezer, a cooler, something. Right where, oh my God, yeah, like why? Why was his body there for 2 years? Now, his family attended his burial by Zoom yesterday. So I don't think anyone was actually there. Empirical, I'm glad you asked me that because the contest is over. we can still vote, because what has happened is the top 15 contestants move on to the finals. So I need to get all of you guys to go vote for my beagle. I'll pull all of that up at the end of the stream. She is in 7th place as of right now, but she's going to the finals. Hopefully she wins. Mark said yesterday, he looked at her, he said, "Baby, you're already a winner." Hey, I just hope she gets some free dog treats or something. I wish we could win the 5K, because we're going to donate 500. I said $500 to 1,000 to the piles.org. We donate to Piles every month. We buy dog food when we go in this little pet store, and they got like a little basket there. You can buy dog food and leave it in that basket, and they give it to the Piles organization. We do that every month. But I would really like to give them a big donation. I know they could really use it. And if I win and we get to donate, I'm going to do it to the Piles organization that's here in my county. Dogs are not treated good here where I live at. Not really. I mean, some people do, but I don't know. They treat hunting dogs real bad. Let me just say that. Maybe he's been at Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my God, Stacy. I remember that movie, Weekend at Bernie's. That was so funny. I loved the movie Smokey and the Bandit. Who was that chick that played in it? Sally Field? Is her name Sally Field? I love her too. I love her in Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams. But anyhow, what else do I got lined up for us this morning? Oh, I was going to tell y'all about a missing, well, excuse me, the child was not missing. The child was found wandering alone in Aurora, Colorado. And they had put out his picture yesterday and wanting his parents to come forward. And I reckon they did locate one of his parents, but that's all the information I have about it. Let me show y'all his little picture. I'm going to see what happens with this, because I want to know why this little boy was found by himself, 2 years old. What the hell's wrong with people? Don't people know how to watch their kids? So yeah, I was going to have this as a topic this morning. I found it last night, and I looked up to see if I could find some more information, and I reckon they located his parents. Do you know this child? Toddler boy found wandering alone. Colorado police are searching for the parents of a toddler found near a block of apartments in northeast Aurora. The boy, about 2 years old, was found at 2:30 p.m. It says we are actively searching for his parents. They ask anyone who knows the parents to call 911. Well, when I looked it up this morning, I found an article that was local to that area, and they had actually said they removed the kid's picture because they did locate one parent. And that's all it said. They didn't have any more information, just that police were investigating. That's it about that. Now, for our topics I have lined up, let me go look at my chat for a minute before I get started. We got some child abuse cases this morning, guys, so I just want to prepare y'all. Oh my God. Hey, Vicki, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, I can't give out late slips this morning. Gosh, y'all just don't know how relieved I am to be back in my Google account. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Parents feed 7-year-old only Whataburger fries before her death. I had to go look up what in the hell a Whataburger is. And I reckon it's like a hamburger joint, like a fast food chain. I have never in my life heard of one. They don't have any around here. Let me get my notes on this. So that's all. They were just giving her the Whataburger fries before her death. Now, this is a crazy story. This happened in Jacksonville, Florida. This child died. Let me go down here and look. She died a couple of years ago. 2018 is when the little girl died, and they do not have her name. But here's the thing. After she died, there was evidence this girl was malnourished. She actually died from sepsis. I believe that's how you say it. Okay. The Jacksonville Police Department investigated this case, and they said that the parents hadn't done anything wrong. So what happened is the Naval Criminal Investigation Services started investigating this child's death because one of the parents was retired from the Navy. Let me just read this to you so you'll know all the details. Excuse me. A Florida couple was charged this week with manslaughter in the 2018 death of their 7-year-old daughter, nearly 3 years after the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office closed its investigation, saying they found no evidence of abuse or neglect. Well, honey, their asses need to be in trouble. They didn't investigate, or they would have found evidence of abuse and neglect. Okay. Anna and Amiro Akinloba, I think it's called Akinloba, were arrested after an investigation by the Naval Criminal Investigation Services, each charged with a single count of aggravated manslaughter of a child under 18 by culpable negligence, First Coast News reported. The arrest warrant in the case says the girl was not receiving proper nutrition. She had a rash all over her entire body for a year before she died, and that she exhibited signs of sepsis for multiple days before the couple ultimately took her to the hospital where she died. The information leading to the arrest came from a report filed with the Florida Department of Children and Families, which said the parents stopped vaccinating the girl when she was a year and a half because the maid. Okay, so they stopped. Okay, this is right weird. They stopped vaccinating her when she was a year and a half old, and they made a self-diagnosis of autism and believed the vaccines caused the girl to have autism. The girl saw no doctor, dentist, or therapist for the last 4 years of her life. For a time, the warrant says the Akinlobas only fed her Whataburger French fries, making her diet inappropriate as it was insufficient for important vitamins, minerals, and other micronutrients. Sick sons of bitches. Let me get a drink, guys. Okay. The little girl began showing signs of illness on April 1st, 2018, and died on April 12th after gagging and vomiting throughout the night. The DCF report says the parents drove her to a hospital at Naval Air Station Jacksonville instead of calling 911 because they thought it would be faster. The girl was pronounced dead on arrival. An autopsy determined the death was a natural one caused by multi-organism bacterial sepsis. A First Coast medical team reviewed the girl's medical files and concluded there was evidence of neglect because the girl was very ill and the couple delayed medical treatment. But the sheriff's office closed the case on June 25, 2018 with no criminal charges. First Coast reported that one of the couple is retired Navy and that the sheriff's office only assisted in taking the couple into custody. There was no indication of why or when the Navy began its investigation. The Akinlobas are being held on a $150,000 bond each and are due back in court on March the 3rd. This is bullcrap. This is not manslaughter, y'all. This is freaking first-degree murder in my mind. Might not be by the law, but in my mind it is. Only feeding her French fries from the Whataburger place. Never even heard of that crap. Not getting her, well, a lot of people choose not to vaccinate their kids. I chose to vaccinate mine. I'm not sure why they think that vaccines caused her autism. Vaccines don't cause autism, do they, guys? I don't know a lot about autism. Isn't autism just something that they're born with? Like they have it from birth, right? I need to look at my chat so I can see what y'all are doing. They need cuffed and stuffed, yeah. Sepsis, whole body is an infection. Yeah, I went, my body had that in it one time and I was sick. It put me in the hospital. Yeah. When is Mike going to be on panel? Mike will be on panel tomorrow night with me, 8:15 p.m. We're going to do the John Benet Ramsey case, empirical. It was said before that mercury on the vaccine could cause autism. Oh, wow. Well, this kid was never diagnosed by a medical doctor for having autism. They self-diagnosed her. They have proven autism is not caused by vaccines. Thank you. Thank you, Colleen. So I don't know a lot about autism. I watch a little channel about it. Well, it's quite a big channel. It's called Fathering Autism. But I've never heard them talk about, what causes autism or anything like that. No, it's more to autism spectrum. I still got mine vaccines, but they could have separated the shots. I think that's been debunked. Okay, thank you, Sapphire. I'm going to have to read up on autism and things like that. Anyways, it didn't say if there were any more kids in the home or not. I'm assuming there weren't, or it would have been mentioned. Usually if there's other kids, it always mentions that, CPS has took them or a family member or something. Anyhow, I'm going to follow this case and see what happens with those two weirdos. Most of these cases happen out of Florida. I don't know what's going on in that state for real. Also, guys, they let that fake heiress, however the hell you say it, she was faking being rich, basically. She told everybody she had like about $60 million in euros. She was trying to get loans to start like this art gallery. Well, they have let her walk out of prison with credit cards in hand. And she's probably going to go scam someone else. I remember last year it came out that she didn't want people visiting her in jail and disturbing her while she was sleeping. She had put a post on Instagram, and I remember thinking back then, how in the hell is she in prison on Instagram? They need to put a stop to that. When you're in prison, you're in jail. You have been cuffed and stuffed for a reason. And you shouldn't have those privileges to get on social media. I don't think that's right. So here she is. She's kind of a weirdo, in my opinion. So fake heiress, Anna Sorokin. I think that's how you say her name. Sorokin, something like that. Gets early prison release for good behavior. The woman who pretended to be a wealthy German heiress in order to gain access to New York City's elite society ranks has been released early from prison. Anna Sorokin, who went by the name Anna Delvey, when she bounced between upscale hotels pretending to be a millionaire, was released from the Alabama Correction Facility outside of Rochester, New York on Thursday. According to Insider and the New York Post, the parole board granted Anna, age 30, an early release after she had served only a fraction of her 4 to 12-year sentence, based on her disciplinary record and active involvement in a number of prison programs. She was actively involved on Instagram too. In 2019, Anna was convicted of grand larceny for stealing $200 million from businesses and individuals and for attempting to obtain a fraudulent $22 million loan. Are you freaking kidding me? 4 to 12 years for stealing $200 million? What in the hell? According to the New York Post, Anna told the parole board she would be staying with a friend immediately following her release. As NBC New York reports, she is expected to be deported to her native Germany because she has overstayed her visa. Her little ass ain't even supposed to be here. Come over here and start scamming people. 200. Can y'all believe that? $200 million. I had to go back and look at the amount. What in the hell? And she gets out of prison. She only served like 1/6 of her prison sentence. I believe that said. And she does have credit cards. I saw another article about that. Let me go see if I can find it. She just got a slap on the wrist. I mean, she ain't been in prison a year. Maybe a little over that. I was going to go scroll down and see. I don't see it now, but earlier there was an article that said that she had credit cards. How the hell she got credit cards? She don't have a job. She's been cuffed and stuffed for over a year. So I would love to know how she got credit cards. Actually, since she overstayed her visa, shouldn't have, what's that called? ICE have picked her up because she's here in the States illegally. Her visa's expired. I don't know, but I think she got a slap on the wrist. $200 million. She'll have to Euro scam now. Hey, that's probably why she came to the States. She's probably done scammed over there. Yeah, how does she have good credit? I can't even get a freaking credit card because I don't have bad credit. I just don't really got any credit. I never tried, though. I mean, I could now probably. She's a nurse. Wow. She'll be scamming her patients. They need to take her nursing license. I believe when someone gets in trouble, even if it don't have anything to do with her profession, but, her being a nurse like that and her being caught scamming, they should take her nursing license. She got $200 million visa and Discover are probably all over her. Yeah. And has good credit. Crazy. I know. Prayers empirical. I did not see what happened. My daughter-in-law, they don't expect her to make it. They just come. Oh my gosh, empirical. Hey, Boots Love. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that. Are you talking about your daughter-in-law being a nurse? I thought you was talking about Anna. Okay. Okay, see, I missed what you said earlier. Okay, my apologies. So she's not a nurse. You were talking about your daughter-in-law. Okay. It's easy to get mixed up when you're trying to read the chat. So my apologies. Anyhow, if a nurse is caught scamming, they should take their license, of course. I wonder if that girl ever went to college. Now, I want to warn y'all. Let me get this comment down. Hey, Blue West. It's her daughter-in-law's a nurse and has COVID. Oh my gosh, Empirical. I'm so sorry. So sorry to hear that. If you need anything, let me know. So this next story, it may trigger some people because it is about rape. And the suspect was already a convicted sex offender. That's what I'm saying. There's no rehabilitation for these weirdos. I say it over and over and over again because it is the damn truth. I don't care what the experts say. These weirdos, it is wired in to their DNA. They cannot control the urge to do these vile, horrible things. Okay, look at this weirdo in this clown makeup. Looks like John Wayne Gacy. Days after allegedly raping a woman in her home, sex offender shows up on her surveillance camera wearing clown makeup. Can you imagine how scary that was? It's happened in New York. New York officials said a man who raped a woman last fall and returned to her house 2 days later in clown makeup to damage a video surveillance system. On September 19th, Joseph Johnson, 33, allegedly broke into several cars near a Long Island train station before forcing entry into a woman's home, raping and choking her. Johnson also stole cash from the victim during the attack. The homeowner reportedly placed several surveillance cameras around her residence after the incident. On September 21st, 2020, the woman was alerted that the newly installed cameras had been turned off. According to Newsday, the various surveillance cameras were either damaged or turned away from the victim's home. Wires connected to the recording device inside the residence were reportedly severed. Oh my gosh, how scary. Newsday reported that video footage captured before the cameras were destroyed showed Johnson wearing clown-style face paint at the victim's home. Hey, he'd come back to kill her or rape her again, maybe both. Prosecutors said DNA and other evidence ultimately linked Johnson to the September 19th rape and burglary. According to the Daily Mail, Johnson's Facebook page featured several pictures of him wearing clown makeup. Per the state sex offender registry, Johnson has a 2015 conviction for first-degree forcible sexual abuse involving an 11-year-old girl. Johnson is a level 3 sex offender, meaning he is at high risk of reoffending and poses a threat to the public. Okay, so if the government, the law enforcement, they know he poses a threat to the public, he's a level 3 sex offender, then why in the hell was he walking around the streets, around all the normal, innocent folk? It's bullshit. When he was convicted of raping the 11-year-old girl, his ass should have been cuffed and stuffed for the rest of his freaking life. Piece of shit. Johnson was indicted Wednesday on charges of first-degree rape, first-degree criminal sexual act, first-degree burglary as a sexually motivated felony, second-degree burglary as a sexually motivated felony, 2 counts of second-degree burglary, second-degree strangulation, 5 counts of fourth-degree criminal mischief, and petty larceny. His bond has been set at $500,000. He is due back in court on March the 9th. Hey, they need to do something else with these weirdos. They put them in jail. They let them out. They put them on the sex offender registry. They complete some classes. That's all they do. They need to monitor these weirdos. I think they should. I don't know if it would be legal to do that or not, but they should put GPS on them and stuff. Like an ankle monitor. They keep track of these weirdos. Really, they shouldn't be let back out into society. anyone that, harms a child or rapes someone, they shouldn't be allowed back into society, in my opinion. Because it's just, they can't control it. They're like like the serial killers. Like Bundy used to say, he could not control the urge. Dahmer would say that too. It was just so overwhelming. It's like an addiction to drugs, but they're addicted to raping and killing. It's totally disgusting. I'll have to keep up with this weirdo. I'm sure they'll update us. He's not going to get a bond, though, I wouldn't think. Okay, let me look at my chat a minute. I see a little update about the little girl that fell 11 stories from the cruise ship. Straight up weirdos, Mike. Book them and cook them. That's right. They need to bring back those Sparky and put these weirdos in. Thank God he didn't get back inside that woman's house again, or he might have killed her. I'm sure he was planning something. He was planning on going back in there, raping her, and maybe even killing her. Sapphire, you're exactly right. There is no rehabilitation for these weirdos. Most of these cases that you read about involving sexual abuse or rape, the suspect is usually been previously convicted for a sex crime. Almost always. Sometimes not, but almost always. Hey, I know I'm no expert. I'm no professional, but I don't care what those experts say. I know in my heart and in my mind that there's no rehabilitation for them. Now, they say they are, but there's not. Mac, that comes in here sometimes, he used to work with these people, with sex offenders. He's a therapist, counselor, something like that. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he said that before, you can't rehabilitate them. They can go through those programs and work those programs. It don't help them a damn bit. Oh, crap, let's quit screen sharing. Let me go back. Let me see what it's saying about little Chloe. I can't remember her name. Weekend, I think. Parents of Tot who fell 11 floors aboard cruise ship says cruise line intentionally destroyed security footage to blame grandfather. Well, the security footage I saw, the grandfather clearly leaned out the window before he picked up his grandchild. So I don't know. It says a new court filing submitted by the parents of toddler Chloe Wiegand, who died aboard a Caribbean cruise ship in 2019, alleges the cruise line intentionally destroyed video footage. Chloe's parents, Alan and Kimberly Wiegand, are seeking a spoliation of evidence default judgment after claiming Caribbean Cruise Lines intentionally destroyed evidence that may have found the cruise line culpable for Chloe's death. Chloe, an 18-month-old from Granger, Indiana, was on a cruise with her family when she lost her life aboard Royal Caribbean Freedoms of the Seas cruise ship. The ship was docked in Puerto Rico at the time of the incident on July 7th, 2019. Chloe died after falling from the 11th floor and landing on the hard concrete surface of the Pan American dock. She was playing with her grandfather, Salvatore Anello, in the children's H2O Zone Children's Water Park when she fell from an open window. Bless her heart. Her parents, they had a hard time conceiving her. They had to use in vitro. They called her their little miracle baby. Anello, who often accompanied Chloe to her brother's hockey games where she enthusiastically banged on the hockey rink glass panel, said he lifted the girl up at her request while they were in the play area. He said Chloe slipped from his grip and her death was an accident. In November 2019, San Juan Investigations Chamber Judge Jimmy, let me see if I can say this, Sepulveda ruled the prosecutors provided probable cause for the arrest of Anello. Although Anello initially pleaded not guilty to negligent homicide charge, he changed his mind. He claimed he wanted to plead guilty so his family could get closure and begin the healing process. Earlier this week, Anello was sentenced to 3 years of probation. The Weekend family's attorney, Michael Winkleman, said the plea deal meant no jail time and no admission of facts. Meanwhile, Chloe's parents alleged that the cruise line likely opened the window that Chloe fell from, then destroyed evidence so that Anello would take the blame. But we saw surveillance footage. I mean, no, we couldn't see up close. We couldn't see we couldn't actually see her drop. But we clearly saw the other day, right on my live stream, him lean out that window for 8 seconds before he picked up Chloe. So, his story about he didn't know the window was open is bullcrap. I don't know why he's being dishonest about that. Do I think he intentionally dropped Chloe? I sure as the hell hope not. I don't know, guys. I don't know if he did or not. I don't know what to think about it. I used to think it was a terrible accident, but seeing that little piece of surveillance footage, seeing him lean out that window for 8 seconds, I changed my mind about it. I just don't know what to think. Maybe it still was an accident and he just, I don't know, maybe he's afraid to admit he knew the window was open. I don't know. I feel bad for him and the parents, of course. I mean, this is something he'll have to live with the rest of his life, and try not to be too hard on him. Okay, Elton Koopman, the boat's former chief security officer, personally witnessed repeated incidents of fire hazards involving the pool deck windows, according to court documents. The Weekend said they specifically asked to see who opened the window and why, but alleged that footage was purposely destroyed before they had the chance. Less than 48 hours after the incident on July 9, 2019, plaintiff's counsel requested in writing that Royal Caribbean preserve any and all video depicting the area of the incident for 12 hours prior to the incident. The plaintiff's motion read. Royal Caribbean Cruises previously filed a motion in response to the first lawsuit filing in January 2020. The cruise line indicated that video footage showed Anello leaning over the edge at the window and looking out before he picked his granddaughter up and held her by it. Within minutes, Anello lost his grip and Chloe fell. That is true. We watched that on security footage the other day. However, the plaintiffs alleged that a crew member of the cruise line was likely responsible for opening the window in the first place. Now, the window should have never been opened. This is in a child's play area, the H2O water park area on the cruise ship. So that window should have never been opened. But the grandfather clearly knew that it was, so he says he didn't, but he did. He leaned out 8 seconds. Okay, the CCTV was destroyed because it was fatal to Royal Caribbean's defense and would have exonerated Mr. Anello, the motion read. The video likely shows that a crew member opened the window and thus created the very condition that led to Chloe's death. This is not a narrative Royal Caribbean would allow. It could take several months for a ruling on the motion. This is not some freak accident, family lawyer Michael Winkleman previously told NBC News. This is something that was a preventable accident. These windows are entirely not compliant with the standards for windows on cruise ships. Prayers for the family. It's sad all the way around. The window should have never been opened on that cruise ship. Never. But, I mean, you've got to be careful when you pick up a child and you're up high like they were 11 floors up. Please, please don't hang the kids over the balcony when you do that. If you want to hold them up to let them look out, please stand back from the railing. Be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. Hey, Austin, long time no see. How you been, sweetie? I think it was a stupid decision he made. Yes, I do too. I do too. But I still feel bad for it. But clearly, he knew the window was open. I'm sorry, I keep repeating that, but like he knew it. I watched him lean out the window for 8 seconds. Maybe he's afraid to admit it. Hell, maybe he don't remember it because it was a traumatic, incident. I know when I've experienced trauma, I have a hard time with my memory recalling things. So maybe that happened. I think it's the cruise line's fault and the grandfather's fault combined, in my opinion. That's my opinion on it. Anywho, we'll have to see how that lawsuit goes. They might win. Who knows? What else was... Oh, let me get back into the crime online. Let me look at my notes here. Oh, I guess that was all my topics. Well, let's go look at true crime, see what's going on. Oh, yeah. Missing 13-year-old girl. I was going to tell you about that. Let me get that pulled up. After we get done true crime, we'll chit-chat a minute. Because I need to share that link for y'all to go vote for my beagle and things, too. Okay, missing 13-year-old girl leaves note saying she'll be back soon. Hasn't been seen since. And this happened, she's from Washington State, Spokane. She told her friend she went to meet a guy she met on Snapchat. It's not sounding good, guys, at all. Here she is. Her name is Bailey Cedarblum. Police in Washington State are looking for a missing 13-year-old girl who may have left home to see someone she met on Snapchat. Bailey Cedarblum was last seen about 2 a.m. Thursday, and her mother noticed she was missing about 3 hours later, the Spokane Police Department said. The girl left a note that said, "I'll be back soon. Sorry, love, Bailey." Here is the note. Bailey with her cat. Police said that she had previously told friends she was meeting with an unknown male, either at an unnamed park or Longfellow Elementary School near the northeast Spokane home. Bailey is described as 5 feet, 8 inches, weighs about 125 pounds with long brown hair. She may be wearing a white beanie and a gray sweatshirt. KHQ reported that Bailey Cedarblum's mom woke up at about 2 a.m. for a dose of pain medication after a medical procedure on Wednesday, and the girl was gone when she returned at 5 a.m. for another dose. Oh, guys, this does not look good. I hope and pray that she is safe. Oh, my gosh, I hope and pray she didn't meet up with a predator. I just hope she's safe and not with a weirdo. I'm going to follow this and see if they find her or not. Prayers for Bailey and Bailey's mom. Please, guys. Please, even us grown-ups, do not go meet people online. I mean, you know what I mean. People that you've met online, don't go meet them in real life. If you have to do it, if you just think you just have to meet this person, Please do it in a public place. Do not do it in the middle of the night. Take a friend with you. If someone really wants to meet you and get to know you, they will meet you at a restaurant. And here's a good idea. If you want to meet someone like that, have them meet you at a restaurant. You get there 15, 20 minutes early. You take someone with you and you get them to go sit somewhere else in the restaurant so they can keep an eye on you. That's a good plan. Please don't go meet people and buy yard sale clothes off of them and stuff either. If you have to do that, meet them at the police station. Get there early. Walk in and tell the police department. Say, look, I met someone on Facebook or wherever, and I just wanted to meet them here to buy the items. Just make sure everything's on the up and up and I'm going to be safe. Why do they go meet these people? Well, they're just too trusting. And they're naive. And everybody always thinks, oh, that won't happen to me. Bad things won't happen to me. I won't meet a weirdo. Yeah, you will too. Remember to guard your privacy online. Yes. Austin, it's wonderful to see you also. Oh, I've been wondering about you, Austin. I hope you've been doing okay, hon. I'm just looking at chat. Don't these parents today tell their children, don't talk to strangers? Hey, I always taught my son stranger danger, y'all. For real. I talk to Timothy about things like this. I'll test him. I'll be like, well, what if somebody online's like, hey, Timothy, meet me after school, come out in the parking lot. I'll give you some V-Bucks or buy you a game or something. I said, what would you do? He said, I'm not that stupid, Mom. I wouldn't go meet someone I didn't know. I don't care if they was offered to buy me a game or not. So, hope he sticks with that. Timothy knows I do true crime. He hears me talking about these cases. He knows that, there's a lot of weirdos in the world and you cannot trust people that you meet online. And really, you do need to guard your privacy online. I personally overshare, but that is not a good idea to do. I don't suggest anyone using their real name on YouTube or any social media. Really. I mean, I know a lot of people's got Facebook. I personally don't. I mean, I've got an account, but I don't get on there. I had it deactivated and I had to log back in so I could vote for my little beagle. Speaking of beagles, let me go get this link for Skylar. I hope she wins something, guys. So if you do got Facebook, please go vote for my little beagle so she can be in Dogsters magazine and win $5,000. Could really use that money. We were talking about, saving it for all these vet bills because we got 2 senior dogs that goes to the vet and takes a bunch of medicine. Okay, so Skylar is currently in 7th. She's in America's Favorite Pet Contest. Here she is. Okay, we got 6 days, 11 hours, and 18 minutes left to vote. Now, you can vote every 24 hours for free, or you can buy like 10 votes for her for $10. It goes straight to paws.org. I don't want y'all to do that. I just want y'all to go give her a vote. One of the free daily votes. Let me get back over here and put this link in. All you got to do is click on this link. It might ask you to log into your Facebook and just push the free daily vote. Let's scroll back down, show everybody her pictures. Here's some pictures Mark uploaded of her. I love the one when she was a puppy chewing on that stick. I'm the one that took that picture. I got a little video of her from that day. And she was digging a hole over in the woods. It was so funny. She still digs holes all over the yard when she gets excited or she's trying to show out for a ladybug. And I like the picture where she's got her, well, y'all can't see it real good, but she has the pink camo coat on. I think that was last winter. I'll go vote for her after I get off here. And I think I gotta log in from my phone. I hope she wins, guys. I really hope she wins. Mark entered her in this, and he is lucky as I'll get out. I mean, he could be covered in crap and come out smelling like a rose. For real, he's that lucky. So she may win. Skylar's gonna win, Stacy says, and Stacy reads tarot cards. Are you a psychic, medium? What, Stacy? I forget. Maybe both. She may be both, but she knows. So if she says Skylar's gonna win, she's gonna win. I hope you're right. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. Hey, just think, 7th place, that's pretty good, guys. Just think about how many dogs and cats are probably entered in this. You could enter, it didn't have to be a dog or cat, any kind of pet. I wanted to enter Annabelle too, but Mark's like, oh, that won't be fair. Those 2 animals entered. So I was like, yeah, you're right. Thank you, Short Nice. You're just a reader. Okay. Well, that's good too. Well, do a reading on Skylar. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Skylar is a freaking diva. I'm telling you, the dog does not know that she is a dog. And she bitches at me all the time, y'all. I'm not joking. Like, she's always bossing me around. Oh, I'm excited for tomorrow night too, Miss Jones. Because Mike is a smart guy. He knows how to word things and explain things well, and he knows this case inside and out. So it's going to be good. We're going to go through the evidence. You know, there's a lot of misconceptions about the evidence and stuff, so Mike is going to set the record straight. For real. I can't wait. We're going to be listening to the 911 call. We will be reading some of that indictment. What else are we doing, Mike? My mind went blank. 911 call, indictment. Oh, ransom note. We're going to be looking at the ransom note, reading that. It's going to be good. She rules the house. Yes, she's Queen Bee. That's for sure. She is so spoiled. Y'all want to hear something funny about her? When she was little, you know how puppies bite all the time? Puppies bite because they're exploring, right? The next morning after I got Skylar, I was sitting in the recliner. I did not have a bra on, and she bit me right on the nipple. It hurt like hell. Thanks, Mike. My mind went blank. I could not think. The ransom note. Oh, and there's something else we're going to talk about, but I don't want to say it right now. We'll save it for Saturday night. You know that video? I'll just give you a hint, Mike. You know the video you said you couldn't find? Fibers. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. That's something a lot of people don't know. I didn't even know it. Yeah, it hurt like hell. And I was like, ah. And I remember Mark was all the way in the bedroom. He was dying laughing. Lucy, Bill bosses me around too. Like, Bill is like the most awesome cat in the world. I mean, he's just got this look on his face like, I'm a gent. I'm a distinguished gentleman. What kind of cat is he again? I forget. He's got long hair, and he is named after William Shakespeare. And Lucy calls him Bill. It's so funny. Okay, let's see. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. Valentine's Day is coming up. We have to have a Valentine's stream. What Valentine's Day is what? Sunday? Either Sunday morning or Sunday evening, sometimes Sunday. We're going to play some Valentine's trivia. Because I got a cool new little heart headband. I want to be wearing it. I got some Valentine's socks with a little gnome on them. And I may wear my Carol Baskin headband. Who knows? But I want to have some fun. So I will be live a bunch this weekend. Saturday night, me and Mike. And then Sunday we'll have like a little Valentine's thing. Torture, rape, snuff. What, Miss Jones? No, Mike, I have not found that video yet. I'm going to look for it, though. I may be able to find it. Yes, we got to have a Valentine's stream. Now, we're not going to be doing a members thing this weekend because Mike and I are going live Saturday night. But this coming week, we'll have a Google Meet. Also, Tuesday, I won't be live. I have a dentist appointment. I have to go to that appointment and get my, you know what, relined. I hate saying that freaking word. Denture. Relined. My puppy does the same thing, CC. Grace Kelly bit the nip this morning. Oh my God, is your dog's name Grace Kelly? Oh, I love Grace Kelly. Oh, that's all right, short now. I listen a lot to streams. Hell, I don't hardly chat nowhere no more. There's too much craziness going on here. I mean, I'll chat somewhere where, you know, they're not talking about drama or something. I'll say hi or something. That's about it. It's been crazy on here. Thank God I'm feeling better because all this crap that's went on YouTube and with the St. Jude's crap and me being locked out of my Google account had me stressed out. For real. And I was like, hey, I got to take a step back from watching this drama go down. For real. It's just not worth it. It affects me. Oh, Grace Kelly is a great name. I love Grace Kelly, Marilyn Monroe. I believe Marilyn Monroe was killed by Robert Kennedy. That's what I think. Or they had somebody kill her. She was getting ready to spill the beans on them. She had everything wrote down about the affairs that she had with JFK and his brother in a little red journal. That red journal, when Marilyn Monroe was took to the coroner's office and locked in a safe. And guess what? It disappeared that night. The journal disappeared. One of her friends had bought her that leather red journal on the street in New York. I guess a little newspaper stand or whatever. Yeah. We need to do a stream on Marilyn Monroe. John Benet Ramsey, torture, rape, snuff film. Wow. Is that what you think, Miss Jones? Hey, wouldn't surprise me. I believe she was murdered Tuesday. Yes, I watched a good documentary about that. I can't remember every little detail because it was like last year. Because I thought about doing a stream about her. Then I just never did. But it was telling all about that journal and everything. I'm going back to my history documentaries, true crime, where I belong. Drama community is brutal. Just saying, hey, why you think I don't ever comment on anything? Don't give my opinion. And people, not all of them, there's good people in drama community. They're freaking brutal. I don't got the nerves. I'm too sensitive for that. She's a sheep a doodle. Yeah. 4.5 months old. Oh, a sheep-a-doodle. What do you mean a sheep-a-doodle? What kind of dog? A sheepdog? And you're going to have to tell me. Yeah, he knows a lot about the Darley Routier case. He should get back into doing videos on that cement shoes. I believe. Because he knows a lot, like, a lot about it. I believe Darlie Routier's guilty as sin. She murdered them kids, and her husband helped her cover it up. He wasn't involved, but he figured out she did it, I believe. We'll have to do, well, I started to say we'll have to do another stream on Darlie, but God almighty, that brings out the weirdos. People get so mad about that. Somebody told me I was going to hell one time because I said she was guilty. And they said that I was going to hell. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. They left her naked. Oh. They left who naked? I'm lost on that one. You have to tell me. Remember, Miss Jones, to check your email when you get off here and give me a follow on Twitter. That way we can talk back and forth. And I'll follow you back. I think my account's private. I'm not for sure. But anyways, I'll give you a follow back. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off here and get some things done. I hope y'all have a great day. Everyone be safe. I don't know what the weather's like where y'all's at, but it iced here last night. We had tree limbs falling off on the house. They was tree limbs up against the Funny Farm fence when I went over. I couldn't hardly get across for that big tree limb, so everybody just be safe. I got a death threat over a video comment. These people are insane. And you know what? They don't care. They don't care what they say to you, how mean they are. You know, even before I had a YouTube channel and nobody knew me, I never left mean comments. I always try to be kind, you know. These people's weird on here, cement shoes. They're brutal. A poodle and an old English sheepdog. Oh my goodness. Miss Jones, I bet that puppy's pretty. You gotta send me a picture, girl. You gotta send me a picture. Send me one on Twitter. Same with Claire McAlpine, Top of the Pops. I'll have to check out that name. I'm not familiar with that name. Yeah, everyone have a great weekend or a great Friday night, and I will see y'all Saturday night. And remember, we're going to do a Valentine's stream Sunday. I'm just not sure about the time, but we're going to have some fun. Maybe play some Valentine's trivia or Valentine's Never Have I Ever. We're going to play something. We're going to have fun. Anyways, have a great day. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And thanks for your support. I love you guys. You guys rock.